Good evening, London. With just 4 hours left to the start of 1945, let us examine how the war in Europe has progressed, slowly but surely, toward victory. 1944 has truly become one of the most triumphant years for the Allies yet. Let us start with Catherine Nguyen reporting on the war in Italy.
Thank you, Brooke. The Italy we see today, on the eve of 1945, unfortunately has not changed much since the beginning of the year. Despite numerous attempts by both our American allies and our British forces, it is clear that the campaign in Italy will not be easy. In early 1944, the Allies understood that the attack from the German defense, the Gustav Line, would be expensive and wouldn't produce many results. Thus, on January 22nd, British and American forces landed in the port city of Anzio in hopes that they would be able to cut off the German line, forcing them to weaken their defense. The landing at Anzio caught the Germans completely by surprise. However, American commander Mark Clark decided to form a defense in an act of caution instead of going inland. Unfortunately, this caused the Germans to have time to react and contain the potential threat to their power, causing another stalemate to form between our Allied troops and the German enemies. On February 15th, another attempt was made. The bombing of the monastery in Monte Cassino, which we believe to be a German artillery fort, had little results. Thus, it's regarded as one of the most controversial moves that we, the Allies, have ever made. However, we were undeterred by stalemates. On May 11th, British and American troops made a move to attack the Gustav Line directly and advance toward the vital junction of La Monte. At first, the Allies had little traction and could not move forward as planned, but in an act of genius, our French allies sent troops behind the German line and through the terrain that the Germans had previously considered impassable. As a result, the Germans fell back under the Allies' combined strength and into another defensive line. On May 23rd, the forces at Anzio were able to break out of their encirclement. With this momentum, Commander Clark decided to set his sights on Rome instead of Valmontone. Clark did liberate Rome on June 4th, but because he did not see Valmontone given the opportunity, the Germans were able to create a stronger defensive line called the Gothic Line. Near the end of the year, Clark attempted to break the German lines once more by cutting through the Po River Valley, but that produced little result. Another attack on the city of Bologna only resulted in high casualties. It seems that now, at the end of 1944, we can only keep vigilant watch over our enemies in Italy. The Allies in France, however, have proved to be a force to be reckoned with. Covering this is reporter Megan Donner. To you, Megan.
Thank you, Catherine. The front in France this year has seen a lot of action. Starting in April to prepare for Operation Overlord, American bombers and fighters wreaked havoc on the French railroad system across northern France until September of 1944. Then at dusk, on June 5th, under the command of American General Dwight D. Eisenhower, the Allies launched 3 air divisions to France that landed before midnight. The 3 divisions consisted of 2 Americans and 1 British. By the morning of June 6th, the Allied troops had secured Utah, Gold, Juneau, and Sword, giving the Allies a stronghold on all the beaches but one, Omaha. Omaha was captured by the end of June 6th, successfully carving a stronghold on European soil. By the end of June, the Allies had secured the Normandy Peninsula and the port town of Cherbourg, but the Nazi forces had already caused massive damages to the port facility. On July 25th, the American forces, commanded by Omar Bradley, unleashed Operation Cobra. Operation Cobra opened up several holes in the German lines. By early August, the American forces had the Germans surrounded at the Farsae pocket, but unfortunately 50,000 German men escaped. On August 15th, the second invasion of France, or Operation Dragoon, took place. This opened up southern France and captured the port city of Marseille, allowing the problem of supplies for the Allied troops to be alleviated for going into the fall and winter months. The forces in Germany have been working hard against the German army all year. Brooke and Michelle have an overview of what is happening so far this year. Over to you.
By late 1944, British Commander Bernard Montgomery and Supreme Allied Commander Dwight Eisenhower disagreed about how best to drive into Germany. By September increasing supply problems led Eisenhower to promote a campaign against Antwerp to try to alleviate fuel shortages.
Montgomery, through his own daring offensive, captured Antwerp by September 5th. However, failure to clear the Scheldt River made Antwerp useless as a point of entry.
Despite this setback, Montgomery planned Operation Market Garden, an attempt to break the line in Germany and proceed into the country, but by September 25th, the mission proved unsuccessful.
What started as a rapid offensive across France had slowly slowed to a series of small offensives across Germany due to the severe gasoline shortage. This gave Hitler the opportunity to plan his own major offensive through the Ardennes to try to retake Antwerp.
The attack was initiated on December 16th, with major uses of artillery along the Ardennes against American forces. The American line began to stretch in response to German attack, forming a bulge in the line and leading the attack to be called the Battle of the Bulge.
The two sides have been fighting for control of the French city of Bastogne. However, on December 26th, General Patton's army regained control of the city. German communications and transport have been stalled by the valiant efforts of Allied fighter bombers, as Allied transports have also begun moving ammunition and food into the bulge.
Although the battle continues, the German offensive has all but been defeated thanks to the Allied forces' continuous military dominance.
The British Air Force and U.S. Army Corps have also been instrumental in their strategic bombing campaigns against German oil refineries and factories.
Even now, Allied forces continue their march against Germany, and their success in the Battle of the Bulge fortifies our hopes that 1945 will see the victory of our troops once and for all. Good evening, London. With just 4 hours left.
What in the hell just happened with this camera?
Europe has progressed this year, and let it remind us of how far we still have.
Michelle! That didn't help either.
Are you okay? Are you out the door? No, it's okay. All quiet on the dang set.
The intern needs to quiet down.
We love you, Michelle. Oh crap. Okay, sorry. Yeah, we need to redo that. That was good. That was really good.
That was really good, except for the oh crap.
It's because
Consisting of 2 American and 1 British. By the morning of June 2nd, the Allied troops had secured Utah, Gold, Uno, and Sword, but giving the